Hello everyone, welcome back to Beauty in the Garden. I am T. If you're new here, welcome. So we're going out to the main garden. You guys, we have gotten rain, so the first thing that I want to do is harvest some of the tomatoes. Now, for anyone who has grown tomatoes for a while knows that after a rain, you must go ahead and harvest, especially your ripe tomatoes, because what will happen, they will split. I already see some splitting on my tomatoes, but that is okay because no bugs are in them, okay? But you definitely want to go ahead and process those. You want to go ahead and process these tomatoes because they have split. But right here is some of my tomatoes right here. And I mean, can you guys see what I mean? They have split. So we're going to go ahead and take every single one of these tomatoes off of the plants. Now it's just going to be a nice size harvest because I know this is a lot of tomatoes and I don't want them to get damaged. Now I will be preserving all of these tomatoes, rather if I dehydrate them, jar them, or even freeze them. Freezing them is the most easiest way, you guys, to preserve your tomatoes. So like this one has split, it's split for a while, and you guys can see that is damaged and that is no good. So you win some, you lose some. All of these tomatoes. All right, I mean, that is a beautiful tomato. So this pepper right here is deformed. I'm just gonna take that pepper off. I mean, look at that. That is completely deformed. And I think this came from the blossom. Sometimes if the blossom is damaged, you can get a damaged fruit. So, all right, so let's see what else we have. All right, got some more tomatoes. Now with my tomatoes, I do tend to want to clean up my tomatoes quite a bit. And as you guys can see, I have a little bit of a jungle right here. And this is from just a little bit of rain, you guys. With the rain comes diseases, okay? So I just want to touch bases on that as well. So if you see that your plant all of a sudden after a good rain start to look a little funny, rain can do two things: bring you healthier, stronger plants, or as well it can bring diseases and pests that actually would love to thrive on your plants because the eggs get to hatch, they got wet and all that moisture. So just keep that in mind. All right, some more tomatoes. And if I can remember, you guys, with this particular variety of tomato, now this is a semi-dwarf tomato, and I'm thinking this is my Creole tomatoes. Okay, these might be my Creole tomatoes. I think I had a couple of you guys ask me about that. I think it's this particular one, and this is a Creole tomato. If I can recall, you guys, it's in my notes, but I definitely think this is the Creole tomato, semi-dwarf, okay? All right, so let's see what else we have. Look at that. Beautiful. See what I mean? Splitting. When it splits like this, it's okay because no bugs are in it yet. And you can see this is damaged, right? And you see how it healed up? That means the pest is no longer in this tomato. This has happened when it was green, and basically it left the tomato. There is not a worm inside here. If you saw a worm inside here, I promise you, you'll still see stuff coming out of this tomato. Okay, so just keep that in mind as well. And if you have chickens, my chickens actually really like the tomatoes. Like I said, I heard that you can't feed your chickens tomatoes, but I have seen no issues with them. Maybe it's a certain amount of tomatoes you shouldn't feed them. I don't know. But I have to keep doing research on that because I have yet to see anything, any gastro issues or anything like that with my chickens. But here is that tomato plant here. Let's see what we got. Yeah. And I can see these are past due here. Let's see, it's going to take these off anyways. And I'll just leave these over here for my chickies. My chickies will like these ones that are no good, okay? All right, so we have this basket. I'm just gonna actually leave this basket right here. And as you guys can see, we got some strawberries here. Yeah, got a little bit of strawberries. on the plant. So let's go ahead and head into the main garden. I went ahead and harvest, and I'm about to shoot a clip of me harvesting this morning because I wasn't actually going to go ahead and film this, you guys, because I really just wanted to knock it out because it was drizzling. But here is some of the items that I harvested this morning, and I'll shoot that video right now. So I showed you guys the early morning harvest, and I came back out into the garden because it was raining, you guys. So I'm back out to go ahead and finish up harvesting and head inside after this and do a little bit more things before I head out to the store. But all of these carrots right here, I wanted to tell you guys my disappointment with these carrots. It's not that the carrots did not perform. It is the fact that I've noticed that with this strip carrot, that I ended up with a ton of white carrots, you guys. And don't get me wrong, they're healthy for us. But the carrots that are white, I don't care for the flavor. I was hoping that I was going to get a lot more red or purple or orange carrots. And you guys, they popped in a ton of these white carrots. And yeah, not too thrilled about that, but we got it, and then we're just gonna go with the flow with that, okay? But all in all, I'm actually gonna go ahead and look through here just a little bit more because see this one right here, I'm looking for anyone that look like it wants to bolt on me. So I'm gonna pull that one as well. See what I mean, you guys? Look, more white carrots. Look at that. I don't want those. I don't want those. Let's see what else. Pull another one. Let's see. I feel like this is another stinky. Yeah, these are, see, look, see what I mean? See what I mean? I'm just not happy with that. All right, but we got that right there. And over here, the ginger. The ginger is trying to fill in. I'm surprised that it didn't fill in more than this. I'm seeing that we're starting to get the clusters. That means it's starting to grow more rhizomes under the soil. So let me show you real fast. So it started off with one, and as you guys can see, it's starting to spread. That means we have more rhizomes in these clusters, and that means we're getting more, you guys, ginger underneath here. So I'm hoping that I definitely get a great harvest. It's gonna be a while before actually taking these up, which is fine because I kind of wanted this area already planted up come maybe end of August with some fall crops, okay? And then over here is this massive and gigantor okra that I showed you guys as I was harvesting this basket this morning. I mean, this thing is crazy. And I'm gonna have to stake this because the soil here is a little bit softer, and I don't want it to fall over. And I have under here is my kale. Can you see all the scarlet kale? And I am gonna dig all that up, you guys. I know this sounds crazy, but when the fall and winter crops come, I'm going to take my big shovel and I'm literally going to dig them up and put them into place, because I have a thought. I have a thought for this area in my garden for some other crops and not kale. But I did have the extra kale, so I just popped them over here. I did show you guys that this one here has to be treated with something. I'm going to treat it with either neem oil. I do have neem oil, and I do, you guys, have BT. So I'm most likely going to go ahead and knock this problem out, and it will jumpstart, you guys. It'll grow back. I promise you. We're going to take off some of these leaves, actually. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and talk about it before I go ahead and move off to the next side of this garden. All right, so when you have an infestation of caterpillars like this, what I do recommend is strip the plant off of most of its leaves so that you're only going to be treating a certain amount of leaves. I would not treat this whole entire plant because these leaves are basically gone. They're definitely gone with all of the pests that are on here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to strip it down just to the heart of the plant, and then I'm going to go ahead and spray it with either BT or neem oil. Just be leaving that center of these plants, okay? So that's just a quickie on how not to waste product on a plant that obviously there's no need to treat the whole entire thing, okay? We are here over here at where I have my tomato alley, which looks terrible. Oh my God, I know you're probably tired of hearing me say this, but yeah, the garden does not look like it should. Not right now in this time of season, not here in North Carolina. I do have here is some honeydew melon. You can see I have a beautiful honeydew back there. Some new ones that are coming on. So I did plant these up sometime in either February or March. I think it's March. And then here we have a couple of beautiful Kajari melons right here. We got one here. Got another one that's coming in right there. Okay, so that's the Kajari. And then I'm going to harvest these white cherry tomatoes here. I'm seeing that too. If you see these are called leaf-footed bugs. We want to go ahead and remove them, okay, you guys, because what they do is they will suck the life out of your fruit, your plant, so forth and so on. It lays eggs and it just devastates your plants, okay? And they actually love your tomatoes, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and get rid of those. And I'm seeing that I'm gonna have to come back because I left my clippers or my pruners over there, but we're just gonna go ahead and harvest some of these tomatoes here. off of the plant. Yeah. Ooh, that's nasty. Oh, did it pop, you guys? Let's see. So this is a pineapple tomato, and it busts completely open. But that's okay. My chicken's gonna love this one. It looks like a bug trying to get it already. Can you see that? All right. So we got some tomatoes for the chickens. We got some tomatoes for us right here. Okay, so now I have 2 baskets of tomatoes. Now let's go ahead to the sand pit because, like I told you guys, we are really going to have to harvest all of these tomatoes today. And because we had gotten so much rain, I do recommend that you go head out to your garden and actually go ahead and take those up. I promise you, you're gonna want to take them off. You're gonna want to take them off of your plants because they just will be damaged. So we don't want to waste our food. So that's why we're gonna take them off. All right. We got a tomato that is, this has bust for a while. It looks like, yeah. So we're gonna take all these off. All of these off. They are gorgeous tomatoes, nice size, beautiful tomatoes. Oh, yeah, see, bust tomatoes. We don't want that. Yeah. All right, let's see what we got here. Matter of fact, this is going to help this plant get some weight off. But can you guys see this? This tomato is humongous. Oh my goodness, it's humongous. I'm actually going to take off a lot of this so that this plant would get some of this weight off of this plant. All right, it's splitting big time, y'all. Look at that, look at that. See what I mean? It's just splitting. So let's take all this off and harvest those, okay? And then right here, so down here, we have here is some banana peppers that were on here entirely too long. Well, not really, because they could actually be okay to turn this color. This is a sweet banana pepper. That we harvest. I really just like any pepper, especially when it's sweet. I can just kind of I like to just eat them. Just eat them, you know, plain, just with my ranch or something like that, and just enjoy them that way. So on this side of the garden, and yeah, as you guys can see, I do have a bunch that's going on over here as well. As you guys can see, I have the Swiss chard. I have here some bells. I'm gonna take these. These are actually my red bells. These are my red bells, and I'm just gonna take a couple because I just see 1 or 2 that I want, and they shape so funny, y'all. Look, don't they shape funny? All right, so I'm gonna take these off since since I want just a couple of them. And then let's go this way, and we're gonna harvest some of these tomatoes. There's a ton of tomatoes, and I'm definitely gonna have to use my pruners for these, okay? And these big clusters here, because why not, right? Just gonna harvest them. Yeah, I'm just gonna harvest them this way. Because there's just so many of them. I'm just gonna do it this way because there's just so many of them to harvest. And I know I'm gonna lose some by doing this way, but it's okay. It's okay. Some of them not ripe yet, but I have so many to harvest today. Now I did have to spray this, you guys, with diatomaceous earth because I did have a lot of leaf-footed bugs on here. So I did take care of that. It looks like I don't see too many leaf-footed bugs on these tomatoes. That it stopped raining. It gives me an opportunity to go ahead and harvest all of these tomatoes today. So I like to make as well roasted tomatoes with my cherry tomatoes, and I like to basically roast them down, put in some oregano, basil, and a little bit of thyme, sugar, and as well I submerge them into olive oil. And after I roast them, you guys, that's what I do. I just make me some basically kind of like a sun-dried tomato situation with my cherry tomatoes. They just falling. And let's see what else we have. We have here is some peppers here, and this is the Thai pepper here, and we have some more tomatoes. I'm going to go ahead and harvest the rest of these, you guys, off camera, because I don't want to have you guys held up with me picking tomatoes. But all of these tomatoes are here. All right, and the last bit of tomatoes that I'm going to harvest is, matter of fact, I'm going to leave that basket there, And back here, as you guys can see, I told you guys I was cleaning up back here. So we have these tomatoes that I want to get. And they're much bigger, so we're gonna harvest these. I need to get these. I supposed to pick them up yesterday. All right, so let's grab these tomatoes. That one, no, nope. Maybe we're gonna take the blushing ones, okay? Let's see what else we have. Grab this Anaheim. This is an Anaheim pepper. Grab that as well. Grab these little ones here. Before we go, we have a couple more that I want to harvest. Now this right here is this is the, which one is this? Yeah, this is the indigo rose. They're just beautiful tomatoes. These are my indigo roses. So we're gonna pop those in here. So we have some extra ones that along the way. And as well, we have a lemon cucumber here too. That can be harvested right here. Lovely, lovely. Okay. Alright, you guys, we're at the end of this video. Here is our harvest of today. So I hope you guys enjoyed my video. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel and hit that notification so you could be notified when I do upload a video. And like I always tell you guys, there's beauty in everyone's garden. And bye-bye for now. Bye-bye, you guys. Happy gardening.